Welcome to Dragon Ball Speak, a show where we summarize and review every episode of Dragon Ball Z three episodes at a time, and we rate them each on a scale of 1 to 7 stars. We're available on Spotify, YouTube, and iTunes, and we upload every Monday. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon.
And I am your son from the future.
Oh my... God! Okay, so
My name is Pants.
Is that it?
You're dead.
Oh. Anything else?
Your wife is dead.
Oh, man.
That's it.
My kids are dead?
No, I killed you. And I'm
All
back
right.
to tell you I'm going to kill you.
Is that your
That's my intro.
summary of events?
That's my prediction.
Well, we started with episode 118 this time.
Frieza's counterattack. Spoiler alert.
Right.
He doesn't attack.
He tries to.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's I guess let's go through. We kind of have an elephant in the room here.
Yeah.
But let's just get to it. Let's start off, where we're at. So the first episode of episode 118, of course, is basically filler.
Chi-Chi forcing Goku to learn, even though he's one of the strongest beings in the world.
Yeah,
and he doesn't like it.
Yeah, Gohan's studying and Krillin's training. He's waiting on Goku. But yeah, Gohan gets this. By the way, we're doing 5 episodes today. We wanted to start the arc off strong, and it does. And I wanted to get to a specific point.
And Bulma's having sex dreams of Vegeta.
Yeah. So Mr. Shu is Gohan's new tutor. Chi-Chi is sad because her husband has left and because Gohan won't study.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your take on this Mr. Shu arc?
He's pretty abusive.
Yeah, he's whipping him.
Like a lot. He's making him bleed.
Yes.
He's got like a weird power struggle for sure going on.
Some childhood trauma, perhaps?
Yeah, I think so. His mustache is a little weird. And yeah, he's just a really not great person.
Yep. So we're catching up with. We cut to the gang over at Bulma's house, and we get this really weird part where the cat food commercial thing, really, really weird. Yamcha sings this like little song, and I guess it's from a cat food commercial, and he's like, Poir hates when I sing that, and then Oolong says, I'm pigging out.
And no, Oolong says, I had cat food once, but it tasted like tuna.
He does say that.
And then they do eat eventually.
And he says, I'm pigging out.
Actually, we do get to that point. So they're sitting there hanging out.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, there's a spaceship coming in. What is it? It's Vegeta. And he walks out all hot.
Oh,
and
right.
Bulma's like, let me get daddy in the shower.
Yes.
Give him a little sucky.
And now we know that there really is something going on.
Yeah, now we know for sure that she did want to do some things in the shower, which she didn't get to because Vegeta's really mean to her, and he just calls her woman and servant lady. But we get like a lot of animation of him in the shower, like panning
We
up.
see his ass. We see his where his tail used to be.
I thought that was like the old brown eye for a second, but
well, it's the Saiyan brown eye.
True.
It's the tail stump.
Yeah, and then they like pan, and he's like in the shower. He's got his head back, water's flowing. A lot of fan service right there.
Yeah, for us.
Yeah, and then he gets out, and they put him in an outfit, and he's like, "Is this girl clothes? It's pink." And it's actually, I wrote down a new segment of the show, fit check. Immaculate.
We're gonna
Pink
go
shirt, yellow pants. I don't remember the color of shoes, but the fit, it's good.
It is good. It's Batman Vegeta, dude. It's iconic.
I love it.
You have no idea.
I want that shirt now.
They made a pop of it.
Really?
Of him in the pink shirt.
I really want that shirt.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
tight.
It's good. It's good.
So they go out and they're eating, and there's a lot of implications here. Oolong is eating the barbecue with them, and there's definitely sausage, which begs the question: is Oolong eating pig and pork?
Yes.
That's messed up.
Absolutely. And then Bulma's like, Vegeta, do you want more sauce on your ribs? And he's like, I guess.
We know what that sauce is.
Yeah. It's Bulma's special sauce. So we get that whole thing, and Gohan gets it. We get a dream sequence. So you've heard of Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Where
Nightmare sequence.
Where there's about 3 or 4 dream sequences where it turns out like everything was a dream.
Yeah.
That happens here. Gohan envisions Goku coming back, and then it's Frieza, and then it was a dream.
It actually got me too.
You thought it was him?
I was like, why is Goku? Well, I just thought that Goku's like colors were all wrong, and I'm like,
he was weirdly tan in that.
Yeah,
in that.
and then
I do think Goku should be tanner, but that's a whole nother conversation. Because when he's a kid, he's tan.
Yeah, that's true. And his shirt was like very faded, and the blue was like basically not blue, and it just looked weird. And then he turns into Frieza, and I was like, oh my god, Frieza's a shape shifter. And then turns out Gohan's dreaming. He's beating the shit out of Mr. Shu.
Yes.
And then Mr. Shu tries to beat the shit out of him.
Then Chi-Chi kills him.
Yeah, Chi-Chi.
She throws him out and runs him out. The first thing she's done in this series that I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
Literally.
She made him fly too.
Oh, yeah.
He's dead.
She's a martial artist.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone forgets. Vegeta's back. Yeah, we get the Vegeta shower thing. And she's like, yeah, he's got the attitude because he's like a spoiled kid. And then someone's like, kind of like you.
Yeah.
Because she's also a spoiled kid.
They're hinting.
Right. And then we get, more of the conversation. Like, those two were, even Goku says later on, he's like, those are two of the feistiest people I've ever met. Which, very true.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, Bulma says that she has known Goku since she was 5. Fact check.
Wrong.
When Bulma finds Goku in the mountains, he is, I think, 11 or 12.
Mm-hmm.
Because for the first tournament, I think he says he's 12. So that's not true.
Yeah, Bulma's kind of lying. And also, yeah, it would mess up all the time. Like, it would mess up their relationship if he was a 4-year-old or 5-year-old. Because that would make her, like, at least 13 years older than him.
Yes. Yeah, because she's 18 really in the first episode of Dragon Ball. Or 16, I don't remember. Anyway,
she also gets like a little horny for Goku.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. She did that with like everyone.
Yeah,
she even said, she was like, Frieza, I heard he's kind of cute.
Yeah, she's
like,
yeah, it's like
I think she's trying to annoy Yamcha or something's going on with Yamcha.
Or she's just horny.
Yeah.
I mean, if Goku was walking around all the time like that, and Vegeta, we saw Vegeta in the shower. Dude's ripped.
We've seen Goku's ass.
Yeah.
And
we've seen his little ding-a-ling.
Yep.
Same color as the rest of his body. Very odd.
Very weird. Okay, so everyone all of a sudden senses something. Mm-hmm. Krillin calls Gohan. Vegeta's like, whoa, Yamcha. Everyone feels...
You know who they pan to that I'm really excited they pan to? Because I was just dying to know what his take was? King Kai. I'm so glad.
Yes, he's back.
I'm so glad that King Kai is still a part of the show.
You thought we weren't going to get any more. Yeah. But a few times we got his commentary.
That's because I forgot I'm a stupid viewer.
Yes.
And I need someone to recap everything I've just watched 5 minutes later.
Yes. Everyone feels it. Frieza is coming. We see Mecha Frieza.
Yeah, this is pretty sick.
Did you expect it?
No.
So you thought Frieza was done?
I thought he was done because he got blown up. I didn't realize that he survived blown up. And then we meet his dad, King Cold, who is... Well, we don't know he's King Cold yet, but...
I think they do say it in that episode at the end.
Yeah, and he's giant. It makes me wonder why Frieza was doing anything. Like, why wasn't King just doing it?
Well, that's Frieza's second form. That's what King Cold was in.
Oh, yep, that makes sense. I'm a dummy.
But, that raises a lot of questions, because it's like, was King Cold in second form, or does he have a form like Frieza's final form? Like, we really don't know, and sadly, we will never find out.
He has a really weird accent.
Yeah, do your best King Cold.
God, there was one line that really cracked me up.
He was
like, for just a moment.
He's like Zarbon, but like a little cooler.
Yeah.
Not quite
just
as
like
lame.
A touch of like a Fable accent.
Like an old, what is that called? Cockney.
Yeah.
Old Cockney.
Yeah. It's very all over the place. And Frieza's back and he looks really sick. Yeah. As a mecha droid dude.
I do love the design.
Yeah, it's very cool. I was a little sad at first because I was like, oh, we're about to have another 60 episodes of Frieza.
Yep.
Frieza's cool, but I'm ready to move on.
No, that's what they probably wanted you to think. Be like, oh no, come on. Yeah.
But pretty cool. I think now that I've seen him, I'm pretty sure I've seen him out and about.
King Cold or Mecha Frieza?
Mecha Frieza in the world.
They have a pop of that too.
Yeah, that's probably what I've seen, which is cool because it turns out it doesn't matter, which now tells me if I see a statue or a pop and I feel like it's spoilery, there's a chance it's a character that will last 15 minutes.
There's a chance that a lot of the things you see Or like that, there's a lot of like fake Dragon Ball stuff. It's kind of hard.
GT
Super
and
Dragon
all
Ball
that.
Heroes, Dragon Ball GT. So a lot of it's like not it's like almost like fan fiction practically. Anyways, what'd you rate the episode?
6 out of 7 stars because
6?
I had a really good time.
Good, dude. I gave it a 4 only because of the Mr. Shoe stuff.
Yeah, I didn't like that part at first, but then we got to see Vegeta in his pink shirt and Frieza and his dad, and I was like, that's tight.
So at this point, you're expecting the upcoming arc to possibly be like Frieza 2.0 plus
Yeah,
Dad?
I was actually confused because I'm like, Goku's off Earth. In the next episode, they're like, okay, we got to gather up and fight him, and I'm like, you guys all lost to him already.
Yeah, there's no, he's supposedly stronger now.
He's supposedly stronger. Y'all haven't been doing shit. Like Vegeta maybe has off world, but like as far as we know, everyone else, fucking Chaozu and Tien are just walking around in the snow.
Right.
It's not
What is that?
Piccolo's literally destroying mountains, which is totally. I mean, that's normal Piccolo, but it's also begs the question, like, why are you doing that, dude?
Yeah.
The amount of damage destroying a mountain would do to the earth, which is crazy. But yeah, they had no chance, and I'm like, I hope they don't just die again, and then Goku's got to save the day.
Episode 119, The Mysterious Youth. Okay, so we get a little more of that Yamcha-Vegeta rivalry in the beginning. Vegeta rivalry in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's kind of waiting for Frieza to show up, and they're kind of bickering back and forth, and then Piccolo's like, everyone needs to stop bickering.
Yeah.
Because he's pissed. But yeah, everyone shows up. Everyone's kind of waiting in this old desert. Bulma shows up
with
because
her giant hair, which we didn't talk about in
the
last
fro.
episode,
Yeah, fit check on the fro.
I like it. I dig it.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite look of hers yet, but I like it. It's I just like her. What was the last one she had? That's the one that she had the bangs.
Oh, the 90s like the floof thing. The Rachel from Friends.
Friends. That's the one I like the most so far. But I dig this one. I like the whole fit. It's good.
Yeah, her whole thing is like her hair always changes.
Yeah.
Tien, the shoulders.
Tien and Chaozu, I actually wrote down fit check. Immaculate.
Dude, the white tank top when he's like suiting up to fight.
Dude, the whole
sweet.
outfit. And Chaozu's little get up is like tight. They look
good.
sick. Like,
they look awesome.
If I ever get to play Dragon Ball Fighters one day, I'm gonna choose them, and I hope they have a skin for that.
Actually, Tien in Dragon Ball Fighters has a super lame outfit.
That sucks.
Yep, and there's no skins in that game.
That sucks even more.
I know.
Why would you do that?
But I do highly recommend that game. Let's see. Yeah, Tien is huge, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's easily double the size of Vegeta.
Yeah,
I mean, if not triple.
He has been training, but we just don't get to see
walking around in the snow. Yeah,
it's some heavy snow.
Frieza lands. Frieza is here. The ship is huge. It's cool. It like goes over them and lands. Frieza gets out. King Cold gets out. Everyone's not flying because they're trying to suppress themselves and make sure that Frieza doesn't notice them with the Scouter. So they're walking, they're climbing, they're trying to figure out where he is. Yamcha and Tien and company have never seen or felt Frieza's presence, so they're like, holy lord. And then Gohan's like, yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
And Yamcha's like, man, I just came back to life. I don't want to fight these dudes.
Yamcha's the everyman.
Yeah, I feel it. Like, honestly, yeah, you did just come back from death. Like, dude, you don't need to fight.
He doesn't want to fight him. He doesn't want to climb these rocks.
He's also kind of going to be useless if we're being
honest. Let's be real with each other. Look back. Has Yamcha ever won a fight?
No.
Yamcha lost against the Cybermen.
Yeah, his best move is a bunch of punches and a big punch.
Wolfang Fist. Yeah, so Frieza lands. It's actually interesting because they're looking around, him and his dad. They're talking about the planet being lame or whatever, and he sees like a vision or like a little nightmare of Goku standing there. Like it's cool because he has PTSD from the fight. Yeah, literally. I mean,
and his hand starts bleeding.
Yeah, because he's squeezing it so hard.
And then we get,
but that was his metal hand. But we'll ignore that.
And then we get what is it, like maybe like 8 minutes of we get a recap of the entire.
Not that bad.
It was more than I wanted.
But we did see Goku killing Frieza.
Again, and then Namek exploding.
Or we thought killing, and then Namek explodes. But what we did need to see was Frieza getting retrieved from the rubble. I guess we didn't need to see it, but Frieza gets retrieved from the rubble by his dad and company, and they heal him up and they design
little Darth Vader
parts. Very Darth Vader.
Revenge of the Sith, which hasn't come out yet, so it's not possible.
Yeah, but I mean,
little.
I guess yeah, that's a good point.
Well, way to go, George Lucas! You stole it.
Yeah.
Loser.
Yeah, Frieza's in space. And then towards the end here, Frieza's like, soldiers, go, find whoever and kill them. And we see like, psh, 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 and then all of their limbs fall.
Yeah, so tight.
Yeah, how was this character introduction for you?
Probably like one of my, if not my favorite character introduction ever. This is a Trunks stan account now.
Really?
Dude, he's so tight. His voice is a little funny at first.
It
doesn't really match.
He's only like 18, so it kind of gets, it works.
Getting to that. Like, I wasn't getting that from, like, they kept calling him kid and stuff, and I'm like, I don't look like a kid to me, but.
Yeah, by our standards.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably like my favorite character right now.
Really?
He's so sick, dude. He just like murdered everybody with the sword. It was, and the fit is awesome. He's got
my
a sword
God,
that just kills everyone.
That
his
jean
hair's
jacket.
Tight. Yeah, dude's rocking a crop jean jacket,
That's
and it
awesome.
works.
He's got a sword.
Yeah, he's got like the Kingdom Hearts pants. It's awesome. I love it. And he's just incredible. He like at fighting. And
he's a lot of people's favorite character.
He's tight.
Yep. He
big anime vibes.
Oh, for sure, dude. He's like the picture of a Final Fantasy character.
Yeah,
or what am I thinking? Even Dragon Quest or like Final Fantasy or whatever.
Yeah, any Japanese,
JRPG,
like,
Kingdom
media.
Hearts. Yeah. Yep. Whenever he's like sitting on that rock with like holding his knee, I'm like, dude, he looks like the cover of a Final Fantasy game.
I was even getting some Attack on Titan vibes too, with just the cool jacket.
Oh, the jacket for sure. Yeah, and the sword. Yeah, okay.
It's also cool seeing like weapons like this. It makes me wonder, like, what if they all just started using swords?
It kind of makes you wonder, but then we see that
learn.
it's not all about the sword. Yeah. Now, what's really refreshing in general is that Goku would never have immediately killed all those guys.
Yeah.
And it's just really refreshing at this point to have someone who's not Vegeta, like Vegeta wants to kill everyone, but he is
bad guy, I kill.
Yeah, exactly. Which, let's be honest, it's kind of what needs to be done.
And we learn in a few episodes why Goku needs to start getting on that train.
He actually gets a little bit of a speaking to, a little slap on the wrist, if you will.
It's like, hey, dude, you gotta start killing people.
What do you rate that episode?
4 out of 7. Because
I forgot to write it down, but I give it a 6.
Oh wow, look at us.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Switching. I just like the flashbacks and stuff like that, and it wasn't really like that great of an episode to me until the very end. It was a fine episode.
No, that's fair.
At the very end, it was very cool.
A little on the slow side. I feel you. I just love it because mostly the Trunks introduction brings it up to a 6 for me.
Yeah.
Episode 120. Another Super Saiyan? Question mark.
Yep.
Go ahead.
What happens in this episode actually? Because I wrote down. Oh, this is where I put fit check for.
Oh my
sword
god,
guy,
dude.
Trunks, and I put immaculate because it's tight.
Let's back up. We'll get to the fit check.
Yeah.
You see Trunks.
Yeah.
Do you recognize him?
No.
Not at all.
Well, no, not him. No, I do recognize his name, but we don't get that till like 2 episodes from now.
So what are you thinking at this point? I guess we'll wait on this.
I assumed it was like a super soldier, like a Captain America type dude, because he's got the capsule core, and they keep showing that like badge on his arm, and I'm like, okay, this is like the company that Bulma's dad owns or whatever. Like, maybe he's like a Captain America type dude. Like, he got some super serum. I did not even thinking. I had no idea he was all the shit we find out.
And the Super Saiyan. So I remember a really, really long time ago. Let's back it up to. Let's call it probably 2017. Mm-hmm. You start watching Dragon Ball. Mm-hmm. Probably around then.
Yeah.
You told me you saw on Twitter that Vegeta and Bulma have a kid from the future. You were like, "Oh man, I saw the spoiler," and I told you I was like, "Oh, that's not true." Do you remember that at all?
No.
I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if he remembers that because that was years ago.
No, that's how quickly. I mean, well, not quickly. It's been 3 years, and I've not thought about it once, but. That makes sense. There are spoilers out there in the world, on Twitter especially.
The good thing is, like, usually if you see something, you forget about it by the time it comes around.
Case in point.
Yep.
Now I feel like I know there's nothing that I can be spoiled of. I just learned so much, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's there is. Okay, so go ahead, fit check. You love it.
It's probably
it's easily the best outfit.
Yeah, it's definitely like the most like dope outfit so far. I wanna be him for Halloween one day.
I know, dude. He's just so cool.
And I already have a sword, so
he's just so cool. You do. So Trunks kills these foot soldiers, all of them, soldiers. He kills them all. Frieza and his dad King Cold are pretty impressed.
Yep.
They're like, okay, a little more. This puppy's got some bite to him. They do say something along those lines.
Yeah, it is something bad, probably.
Frieza kills the coward, the final soldier. So we get some trash talk, between the between the present company, we get Trunks and Frieza. Frieza's like, you're bluffing, you're full of crap, you're just a kid. Trunks is like, no, I'm gonna kill you. And then he says, you're about to fight a real Super Saiyan, and I'm not talking about Goku.
Yeah.
Did you expect this?
No, I was like, okay, this dude's talking a little shit to Goku, and he ain't even met him yet. Well,
I see how you interpret it.
Yeah, I just thought he was like, he's
a real Super Saiyan.
Goku's like not even a Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, well.
And then Frieza gets another PTSD kind of flashback. So Trunks has his Super Saiyan transformation. He's legit Super Saiyan.
The eyes.
The eyes are the same. And then he gets another little flashback. Whatever. Krillin freaks out and tries to fly off and help, but Vegeta grabs him and throws him on the ground and prevents him from revealing them. About 20 minutes later, Vegeta does the same thing anyway. Yep. He flies away because he freaks out.
Yeah, and if Vegeta says, it goes.
Yeah, he's the prince after all. We cut to King Kai. We get a little nonsense from him about Trunks defeating Frieza, hopefully.
I wrote down, I still hate King Kai.
What's weird about King Kai is like he's a martial arts master for Goku, but since we didn't really get to see much of that training on King Kai's planet, we've never seen King Kai like fight or anything. You know what I mean?
He literally is just like their tool for recapping at this point.
Because he taught Goku Kaioken and Spirit Bomb.
I'm not convinced he is even capable of doing those, and that he just got lucky.
Frieza, blasts Trunks a couple times. Trunks says, "You have one more try. You get 3." So Frieza does his death ball to destroy the planet because he's freaking out internally. But as it's going down on Trunks,
old Trunks is like, nah, bruh.
He's holding it up with one hand like a b-ball. Walks out. What does he do with it? Throws it away?
Throws it like up.
Throws it up? I don't remember. That's weird.
I don't remember either.
That's strange. But either way, it's ineffective. Frieza's starting to freak out a little bit at this point.
Oh, no, it explodes. We see him lift it.
Oh, it does explode, yeah.
We see him lift it, and Frieza thinks that Trunks has died, and he's like, got you.
And then his dad's like, wow, it took that much effort, huh?
Yeah,
but he's up
Trunks is up on a cliff, and he's like, he could have just killed him right there, but he's like, in classic Dragon Ball fashion.
How about those sick-ass hand movements before that blast? Go, give it.
Hey, Frieza!
Oh, my God. Dude, we have to clip that for sure. We have to figure out how to do that. Yeah, so he blasts Frieza with this cool hand blasts. It's like a Naruto like jutsu hand movements.
Yeah, way to be original, Naruto.
Yeah.
We're on to you.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, and then he cuts Frieza straight in half.
So sick.
So cool because we see from Frieza's point of view, we see Trunks after he slices the sword, and it just kind of like does that shift.
2 eyes seeing different things. Not really sure that's how the brains and anatomy
with
works.
With Frieza's,
he's a robot.
He's tough.
Yeah. This eye was removed when he died. Like we saw that it was like destroyed.
Right.
So he's got like a robot piece, but he still has his eyelid, which is fun. Like
you don't look at the details.
When he blinks, it's his colored eyelid.
So, and then the episode ends, but just for the sake of it, Trunks immediately cuts him into like 30 pieces and then blasts him into ash and dust. And we see the little ash falling out of the sky, and Frieza literally does not have a molecule left.
It's probably the sickest thing I've ever seen. That's what I want Goku to do from now on.
It's so refreshing, dude, because, like we love Goku for it or whatever, but it's like, God, he just got the job done.
Give him the chance to talk. He's
didn't.
Like, nope, you're dying.
There was not much trash talking, not much, like giving him a chance to turn a new leaf. It was just kill.
And he doesn't even know Frieza, really.
No, he knows of him, right?
Yeah, but like...
He's never met Frieza.
He didn't let him speak a word. He was just like, you're dying. And then we find out later he does the same to his dad, basically.
Because I'm assuming Gohan being his master from the future, Gohan told him all about Frieza before.
Yep.
Before all this even happened. Because, we'll get to it. What'd you give it?
7 out of 7.
Me too. Easy 7. It's a really good episode.
Favorite episode so far.
Yep. Really satisfying. Super good episode. Really good. Cool. More to come. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to episode 121, titled "Welcome Back, Goku."
Spoiler alert. Frieza's dead.
Frieza's dead, and there's no question, he's dead.
I said, "Oh, Frieza's like dead. Sword guy is literally so dope."
Yes, couldn't agree more. Vegeta gets mad. He's like frustrated. He's like, "What's going on here?" I believe at this point they're watching from afar up on a cliff or so.
Pretty far away.
Yeah. And so King Cold is like, wow, okay, he just killed him.
You killed my son.
Yeah. So he's like, wow, I would like to inspect your sword. Trunks doesn't fall for it, but he's like, he gives it to him. He's like, yeah, you go ahead.
And King Cold's like, oh, this fucking idiot, dude. Oh, very nice weapon you have, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, let's see if you can fight without it. And he goes to attack him, and Trunks is like, nah, dude.
He catches it.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
And then he does probably one of the coolest things ever in the show.
What, the blast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like holding his sword, and he's just like,
blasts him right through the chest. And then he begs a little bit, but before he even finishes his sentence, Trunks blasts him again into pieces.
So good.
And we see like pieces fly about.
So good. And we forgot, I mean, King Cold does the whole villain Dragon Ball Z thing where it's like, you can rule by my side. And
yeah, he did offer to have him join him, but Trunks, of course, declined. And that was really pretty much it.
I like it because Trunks didn't try to give like a counterpoint like Goku would. Goku would be like, or you can stop what you're doing now and
nope, he doesn't.
This fight. Trunks is like, nope.
He knows better.
Yeah.
Goku's naive, and that's okay. So then he tells the group pulls up. He tells them, follow me. Goku's about to
follow me.
Follow me. Here we go. He tells them Goku's gonna land in like 2 hours. So let's back up. You have made the time travel prediction. Somewhere in your brain, did you know that there was time travel in Dragon Ball Z?
No.
Somewhere in the depths of your brain.
I mostly, I don't remember where. I think it was.
This was like 20 episodes
prediction,
ago.
Assuming Goku's actually dead. Time travel. Now Kai is seeing Goku's end. Damn, Namek finally blew up. It's whenever Namek blows up, and you're not sure if Goku or Frieza made it out alive. So I assumed Goku had died. And that there was going to be time travel to go back in time and get Goku off planet or something like that to keep him alive. Well, it was mostly just like throwing it out there because like at some point everything has to have time travel.
Yeah, it's the rule of time travel. So yeah, Dragon Ball Z now has time travel.
Yeah, pretty sick.
We don't know a lot about the rules yet.
Yeah,
but yeah. So Vegeta's like. He says he's a Super Saiyan, and Vegeta's like, he can't be a Saiyan. Like, there's only 3 of us left if you count Gohan, who's only half. And that's, and he's like, well,
At this point, I still wasn't thinking anything of it. I'm just like,
so yeah, what is he like? What are you thinking? Like, what's going on?
Well, whenever he goes Super Saiyan, it kind of messed up my like Captain America theory. And so at this point, I was just like, oh, he's just a Super Saiyan,
like a
Saiyan who lived, and he's been hiding on Earth, like working as a normal capsule core dude.
We get this Coke commercial where Trunks pulls out the fridge from a capsule and he's like, everyone have a soda. And everyone's like, wow, this soda is great. Wow, grape? They have grape? Like,
what is it called too? It's like Jet Bar or something weird.
Was it written on the can?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I didn't pay attention to that. And he puts forth the fact that he hasn't actually met Goku. He just knows of him, which makes sense, because Goku, it sounds like, would have died right about when Trunks was born of this heart virus that we learn about next episode. So we never got to meet him. I'm sure everyone told him all about him. So in my opinion at this point, I was like, dude, even if Wesley doesn't know the spoiler of time travel, like they are making it so obvious.
Nope.
Everyone's like, how could he know that Goku's going to land here in 2 hours if he hasn't even met him?
Together.
Really?
I was just like, I don't even know what I was thinking. I think I was just so in the moment that I'm like, yeah, it's happening.
Yeah. Yep. So we cut to Chi-Chi real quick. It's whatever. She's like, Gohan flew away.
I'm gonna make Goku or Gohan study while he's sleeping.
Oh, right. So now we know why Trunks kept looking over at Vegeta. He kept on looking at him, and Vegeta's like, what are you looking at?
And Bulma even says something too, where she's like, he looks so familiar.
Yep. And then someone else says that they look alike.
Still not putting it together.
Yeah.
I'm not putting it together.
And Trunks, yeah, right. And neither is any of these characters. Trunks is saying, he's like, I like your shirt. And Vegeta's like, well, you can have it then. And, oh no, he says, you would.
Yeah, Vegeta thinks he's like making fun of him or something about it.
Yeah, Vegeta's super self-conscious of the pink shirt.
Yeah.
Goku finally lands.
Mm-hmm. I'm sad to report. Goku fit check.
You don't like it?
It's a little whack, dude.
What? I love it, dude.
It's like whack.
That's one of my favorite outfits.
I might have to grow on it or something because I was like, oh, I don't know, Goku.
He says in next episode it's from planet Yardrat.
Yardrat. I love Yardrat actually. So that's the band from Parks and Rec.
Close. It took me a second. Yeah, so he pulls up, new outfit. Skirt, skirt. You don't... So, okay, rank the fits. Badman Vegeta, Trunks, Bulma's new hair, Goku's Yard Rat outfit.
Trunks, Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty close, to be honest, too, because I really like the Badman shirt.
Yeah.
Way bigger, way bigger gap, Goku. And then just kind of like under Goku is Bulma.
Oh, and then Tien.
Tien and Chaozu, they might even be above Badman. They might be Trunks and then Tien and Chaozu.
I do love this look for them.
Their combo together is really good.
Yeah, so that's where the episode ends. What did you rate this one?
I gave this one a 6 out of 7.
I'm giving this one another 7.
Cool.
I forgot to write that one down too. I forgot to write all of them down, but I pretty much got it in my head. Another 7.
Goodness. Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Episode 122. I forgot to ask you the title.
Mystery revealed.
Ooh, that one's not too spoilery.
Not too bad. So we get an information dump.
Exposition
Tell me
dump.
everything, dog.
Well, hold on. We got to
From the
get there.
beginning.
Let's see. I actually took a ton of notes, and it was really stressful. Whole page of notes. Usually I do 3 episodes on a page. Goku learned instant transmission while away.
Yes.
So now Goku has the ability to teleport.
More or less, yes.
And Trunks is like, why didn't you do that to get here? And Goku's like, I don't know. I was following Frieza, so that's what I did.
Well, he was about to do it.
Yeah.
But then
That's
Trunks
right.
killed
And then-
Frieza.
That's right.
So he didn't have to anymore. Which I don't know why he wouldn't still do it, but
Yeah.
that's okay. Let's ignore it.
And so Trunks is like, you need to prove to me that you're sane before I tell you anything. And Goku's like, okay. He's like, can you do it on the spot? And he's like, I can now.
Super Saiyan?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so he does it. And they're both Super Saiyan. And the crowd, our crew over across the water or whatever is like, oh my God, they're about to fight. They're both Super Saiyan it up. And then what's his face? Trunks goes for a sword hit. And Goku doesn't even flinch. And he's like, I could tell in your heart that you weren't actually going to hit me. And Trunks is like, okay, I'm going to do it this time now, for real. And then Goku stops it. And then they have a little, like...
He stops it with one finger.
Choppy, fight. And Goku stops it all with his fingers. And Trunks is like, okay, you're the real one. Are you ready for the next 20 minutes of exposition? And Goku says, boy, am I.
Yeah, so he just wanted to make sure that old Goku was the real deal.
Yes. So here we go. His name is Trunks, and he's a time traveler.
Yes.
He is Vegeta's son.
Mm-hmm.
He's half Saiyan and half Earthling. So in my head, I'm like, okay, so that's his dad is Vegeta right there. Who's the mom? And then we find out later. Dr. Zero.
Yeah, remember them?
Yes, Red Ribbon Army, which shout out to original Dragon Ball. If you didn't watch it, you're probably like, who is this?
They would have,
What?
dude, it's weird because like the middle arc of Dragon Ball Z like relies on an arc from Dragon Ball heavily.
Yeah, the dude created, what was his name? Android 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Frankenstein dude.
All the red ribbon, everything, yeah.
Yeah, and look, now it's coming back. So if you didn't watch Dragon Ball, again, you got to do that. And look at you now, you're a chump. So it's the Red Ribbon Army guy from Dragon Ball. He has created 2 unstoppable androids that will attack 3 years from the moment they are speaking on May 12th at 10 a.m. And we get like a little scene of him he's talking about the androids. He's basically saying like, they're unstoppable. I can't stop them. They're super powerful. The second they got done being made, they killed their creator. And all they do is they just go and cause harm and they kill stuff. No one knows why.
So now I can tell you that we're in the Android arc.
That's cool because I need a way to name the arc on our YouTube channel, so that's tight.
Mm-hmm.
So he makes the androids, and he's like, okay, well, why didn't you guys stop him? And he's like, well, that's because everyone's dead. We tried.
Yeah, exactly. They tried.
And
so what's the dead count in Trunks' future?
everyone will die 3 years from now.
It was
Gohan escapes.
except Gohan.
Though, and he dies 13 years later, which is 4 years ago in Trunks' time.
Yes. So when Trunks was 14,
Yes.
Gohan dies.
Yep.
He was his master.
And so they're like, and Goku's like, okay, what do you do about that? And he's like, we couldn't do anything because Piccolo died, which means what's his face died, which means there's no chance of bringing them back with the Dragon Balls. I mean, we learned there's Dragon Balls in the universe elsewhere, but for this point right now, this guy Shinron is not a thing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then Goku's like, okay, what happened to me? And this part was awesome. He's like, well, you're gonna get a virus in like 2 months that attacks your heart and kills you.
3 years.
3 years.
When the androids come.
And Goku's like, shit, okay, that kind of sucks. That I died by a virus attacking my heart and not an actual fight. And then Goku's immediately like, well, I would like to find a way to not die because I want to fight these androids. And Trunks is like, are you not scared at all? He's like, I'm a little scared, but I like a fight.
He do.
And
it was kind of weird too, the commentary there on the virus, like with the ongoing,
COVID
with COVID. It was weird. He's like, oh man, we that's terrible that a virus would like
just destroy everybody.
Right? It's like,
And he's like, but it's okay. I've got an antidote for you, and it was developed years after you died, so it's not really a problem anymore, but it was a problem for you. He gives him the antidote, and Goku's like, oh my god, it's purple. Great flavor. Love that.
Yep.
And then he's like, something about your... Trunks is like, my mom told me about you. She said you're a great friend or a great person and that you'd be able to help, which is why I came to you. And he's like, well, who's your mom? And he's like, well, you know her. And he's like, okay, is she a neighbor, or do I meet her later, or do I know her now? And he's like, you know her now, and she's right across over there. And he's like, oh my god, it's Bulma.
Goku's like, what the freak?
Yeah, and Trunks is like, yeah, so Bulma and Yamcha are gonna break up. Yamcha gets a new girlfriend, and Bulma and Vegeta are stubborn and passionate, and they make sweet, passionate love.
They definitely like got that angry one night stand.
Yeah, and the one night stand creates Trunks. And then they get a divorce or they break up. I don't remember if they even get married.
He said they're just so feisty it just didn't like last or something along those lines. I don't know. Something like that.
Yeah, so he doesn't ever get to meet his dad. His dad's like out of the picture, I guess. Vegeta's out of the picture. So it's cool for Trunks to see his dad. He's like, wow, I see where I get my power and strength from. He's a strong guy. He's cold though. Mm-hmm. But I know his heart's down in there because, he's a human, or he's got a heart like a human. And then we learn after this exposition dump, Trunks is like, so you need to not die from the antidote and get ready for that. But you also need to make sure you don't like spoil anything, because these are Back to the Future rules. And what you do now affects what happens later. So you have to make sure that Bulma and Vegeta get together and make sweet love. Mm-hmm. So then Goku goes back and he tells the crew. They're like, what was that about? Because Trunks leaves. And he's like, oh, it's nothing really. And Piccolo's like, well, I got big ass ears, so actually I love
everything. I love that. Like, I don't know if you noticed too, while Goku and Trunks are talking, there's like a single shot of Piccolo like very clearly listening.
I didn't notice that, but it makes sense.
Yep.
And Goku's like, okay, well, let's not tell them what we're not supposed to say. And Piccolo's like, no, I'm gonna tell them everything,
except for the one thing.
Yeah.
The hookup.
He's like, everyone deserves the chance to be able to live. So he tells them, and now that's the end of the episode, basically. And it sounds like all this whole group is going to try to train for what happens in 3 years. My prediction is that they're going to immediately try to go to Chow now and shut him down, or Zero, Zero. I don't remember. Zero. Shut him down now so that he never makes the androids. It's not going to work, and now the androids are going to be even stronger because Zero knows that the crew's coming to kill him.
Any other predictions? They're
going to train.
Yes.
Tien and Chaozu definitely going back to that snow because it's working for Tien.
Yeah, those shoulders.
And I skipped the part where freaking Gohan is Trunks' master.
Right.
That's pretty sick. So this is 18 years from now?
Yes.
No, 13. No, it's 15 years because...
So Gohan in that timeline dies in 14 years after Trunks' birth. And
Trunks is born 2 years later.
Yeah.
From the conversation.
So it would have been like 16 or so years from then.
So Gohan would be
like
20-year-old?
25 to 30?
25, okay. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I think he's like 8 right now.
It's pretty cool. Now I'm excited to see. Now I don't even. Here's the thing where my mind's all messed up right now. So I feel like the arc is going to be them trying to feed the androids. Mm-hmm. But now I want to go to the future and I want to see all this stuff he's talking about, and I wonder when that's going to happen. Mm-hmm. It's very exciting. I want to see all that. I mostly want to see Gohan as not a kid. It was really cool in Dragon Ball. Spoilers if you haven't seen Dragon Ball. At the end, you get to see Goku grow up,
right?
And become a teenager, and it's cool. And I hope to see that with Gohan.
Yep.
very cool. Lots of exposition. I think we covered it all, though. And now I feel invincible. I'm untagging Dragon Ball Z from my spoiler list. I'm untagging all of it. I don't think I can be spoiled anymore.
That is a huge one. Bulma and Vegeta having a kid from the future that kills Frieza. That's one sentence you could have read that would have ruined that whole thing.
I'm excited to see where he learns the skills to chop people. Because it doesn't seem like a Vegeta thing.
Choppy.
Using a
sword.
His
master's Gohan.
Oh, that's true. Oh, does Gohan use a sword? He's got that outfit that he wears in the credits. Is there a sword with that?
He does have a sword in the beginning of the show when he's killing dinosaurs.
Oh, that's true. He cuts off the tail. I can't forget about that.
Mm-hmm. Tail steak.
Yeah, the wildest robot. Strangest robot.
All right. What'd you give it?
I actually gave it a 7 out of 7
I
just
gave it a 7
because my
too.
mind was blown the whole time.
Yep, I gave it a 7 too. It's a great episode.
It's a
awesome.
good twist. We haven't even really had a twist like that in Dragon Ball Z that I can think of.
No. I would say
on
no.
this scale, at least.
I would say no. Yeah, dude, it's...
and he says there was something he did say that was... He says something about... Trunks casually mentioned something about our Gramps.
Oh, he's got a watch, and he's like, yeah, my grandpa says Bulma's dad.
Oh, duh. I was like... He was saying it to Goku, and I'm like, oh my god, does he know Goku's grandpa? But no. Yeah.
I guess, yeah, his grandpa is Bulma's dad.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or Vegeta's dad, potentially, but all Saiyans are dead, so.
Yeah. I don't even know Goku's dad. Super dead. Looks like him.
No.
Bardock.
We met him.
Yeah, with the red ribbon and the green and blue.
Oh, bandana. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the intro to the androids arc.
Very big start. The best start of Dragon Ball Z so far.
Oh, for sure. Like, this is definitely...
Although the Saiyan one is still a pretty good start.
Agreed. I guess that's another plot twist for Dragon Ball Z. The fact that Goku's an alien.
Yeah.
And has a brother.
True.
Yeah, overall, I'm really excited to keep watching, man. Those are good.
What happens next?
What happens next is that Bulma and Vegeta have a 10-episode arc about the one night.
Stand.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Grey Dragon Ball Z edition.
Yes. And let me just say, it is King Kai gets involved.
Oh.
He goes great ape form.
What about Bubbles?
See, Bubbles, when Vegeta is great ape form, Bubbles is on his shoulder like an angel.
Oh, that's cool.
Like a mini-me.
Like giving him like tips in the ear.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it too much for me, but do they Vegeta's old tail hole?
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
It gets involved.
I can't wait. I'm probably going to go and look that up on the old hub now.
I'll just spoil it for you. He eats ass. All right. Well, that was Dragon Ball Speak. What happens next? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Speak.